Well, multiple writers throughout the years have researched the story of the gun showdown involving Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp. But in author Mary Doria Russell's new book, Doc, she takes a look at when the two first met in Dodge City back in 1878. Our own Becky Anderson sits down with Russell to talk about her newest Western murder mystery in this week's edition of Authors Revealed.
You know, I'm reading this whole thing, and this book is heartbreaking. It really is.
I did my job.
No, you really did your job. And so I want to know how, starting this book off, how did you feel about John Henry? And by the time you're done, what do you think about this man? And putting the legend and the lore and everything aside, how did you feel about him at the end? And writing how he dies, and at the end, that must have been really hard.
My relationship to this character was that of a mother to a son. John Henry Holliday didn't have a mama to love him when he was grown. So I have taken him for my own. And I couldn't give him a longer life. I couldn't give him a better one. I couldn't give his story a happy ending. But I could give him his voice back. I could try to earn for him the compassion and the respect that I think he deserves.
Because he was a complex, interesting, talented guy.
Yeah. And it's a tragedy. It really is. It was a tragic life.
Your books are the kind of books when you're finished reading and you have so many more questions. You want to know so much more. And you think about them long time. This book I have too. It makes me think about contemporary issues. Yes. It makes me think about historical issues. But you do that for yourself as a writer. You're writing those challenges into the book. Do you do that too?
I sort of divide things that I read into popcorn books, and which I eat popcorn practically every night. Love it. And tomorrow night I'm going to have another bowl of popcorn, and it's good every time, unless you burn it. And but there's nothing particularly memorable about any one bowl of popcorn. And there are some books that are like that. And I'm not proud. I'll read stuff that's just fun, just entertainment. Sure. But then there are other books that are more. They're a 12-course meal. Yeah. They're memorable. You remember where you were. You remember the atmosphere in the restaurant. You remember the people who were with you. You remember savoring, and the way a good chef will vary the courses as he brings them into
you. Or the flavors.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I try for is a
memorable,
a good chew.
You do. Oh, it is good. You ruminate over these very much, very much. We've had such a fun time talking with Mary Doria Russell about her new novel about Doc Holliday. It's called Doc. Back to you, Dolly.